All right, y'all, let's get it. Yo, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about the crazy week that we've been having in Minnesota. I'm going to keep it completely on topic, you guys. I got 3 great topics for you guys today, and we're going to let's talk about it, all right? It's been a crazy week in Minnesota. First thing that we're going to talk about, or these are the 3 topics, not in any specific order. KG coming back to the Timberwolves organization, getting a role in the organization, and also a jersey retirement ceremony that has been announced. The second thing, not in any specific order, Uncle Snoop in Minnesota for Christmas and with the local artists and in the local hip hop scene. Let's talk about it, y'all. And last but not least, shout out to G Herbo. Shout out G Herbo for shouting out one of our Minnesota local artists, P. Will, Prince William, doing his thing with an extensive catalog of music. So definitely shout out to all of those events that's going on in Minnesota in the last week. It's been a crazy week, y'all. So let's talk about it. Let's unpack it, y'all. Let's get it. All right, y'all. First thing that we're going to talk about, man, is G Herbo. Shout out to G Herbo. Chicago, Minnesota had a lot of relationship in the past. G Herbo's been in Minnesota several times for very many successful shows. And he's showing love back to our city again with the shout out of Prince Will. I mean, come on now. Prince Will has got an extensive, great catalog. If you guys haven't tapped in with P. Will yet, or definitely just his handle right here so y'all can be able to go check him out. Somewhere on the screen, I'm going to drop that. Go check him out. Go check out his catalog of music. And it's just great to see people that are relevant in the industry actually reaching down and actually shouting out people listening to music. I'm not exactly sure which song that he shouted out and stamped that P. Will was, he was listening to. But for sure, shout out to G Herbo. And I'll say this. If you guys have listened to P. Will's music, yo, drop a comment. What's your favorite song? Drop a comment in the chat. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've listened to some of his stuff, but definitely put me on. If y'all got the game, y'all got the sauce, go ahead, put me on. I'm down to listen. I'm down to throw it in my YouTube. Shout out to all the Minnesota artists that's working. I just wanted to shout P. Will out on this one because this is the topic that we're working with. Moving on to the second topic, y'all. Second topic I'm going to talk about today on this episode is, listen, y'all, KG coming back to the Timberwolves. Woo! Hey, and I'm going to drop some clips, or I'm going to drop something up in here of KG doing his thing, man. But listen, at the end of the day, we got a legend coming back to Minnesota. Shout out to Mark Lore and Alex Rodriguez for extending the offer to Kevin Garnett, and shout out to Kevin Garnett for accepting the offer to come back and accept a role with the Minnesota Timberwolves organization. And it's great to see, because a person like me, I'm only 30, so when I first started watching basketball was around the time when Kevin Garnett, Sam Cassell, Latrell Sprewell, Wally Zerbiak, T-Hud. Yo, if you are a Timberwolves fan and you're watching this video, or you're just a basketball fan in general, and you remember that year watching the Timberwolves go up against the Los Angeles Lakers and Kobe Bryant and Shaq, man, that was a crazy year for Minnesota. But I'm telling you all right now, that's when I became a basketball fan. That's when I really, really, really start watching Allen Iverson and start watching Kobe and started realizing all the other talent that was around the league, and also tapped in with our home talent as well, because our team was just so good that year. But I was only 7 or 8 years old at that time. So shout out to our organization for bringing back that fire and giving KG the flowers that he deserves, because he did so much for this organization and creating fans like me. And I'm sure that there's tons of other people that are on here that are listening that are fans as well. So shout out to them. And like I said, I'm going to drop a couple of clips of KG doing his thing and whatnot. or even just, him coming back, the video of him coming back, reading some of the comments and stuff. Shout out to him, man. And so one thing I'm going to talk about, this is the last thing, this is the third thing I'm going to talk about, y'all. Uncle Snoop coming to the Twin Cities for Christmas, y'all. Christmas in Minnesota with Uncle Snoop. Come on, y'all. Let's unpack it. Let's talk about it. All right? Check this out. We're going to actually listen to Uncle Snoop's single that he dropped, Christmas in Minnesota. We're going to actually listen to the single in just a moment, y'all. But I just want to talk about, shout out to Minnesota Fats for bringing Snoop to the Twin Cities and having a relationship with Snoop to be able to bring him to the studio, our local studios, being able to show him around, introduce him to some of our local talent and some of our artists, giving people the ability to really, dream come true. Sit down, chop it up with Uncle Snoop. Yeah, to, do what Uncle Snoop do, you know what I'm saying? Kicking it with Uncle Snoop. Y'all know what Uncle Snoop be doing. Y'all, it ain't too much to be talking about. But hey, man, also shout out to Huey Davis as well. He was there making all the behind the scenes content, making videos. Shout out to him and his media company. Definitely shout out to him. Shout out to the Content House for hosting Snoop and allowing him to do his thing in the Content House with, and bringing the actual, forum together. Uncle Snoop, we had artists there. We had all different people networking. And that's what it's about, y'all. That's what I really want to talk about is like Minnesota is really getting to a point where it's no longer that we slept on. It's no longer that people don't know where Minnesota is or who Minnesota this or Minnesota that. Shout out to our entertainment. Shout out to our sports. Shout out to just our entrepreneurs that are here doing their thing, making noise all around the globe, all around the nation. Shout out to them. And without me, keep on going, you know what I'm saying? Let's listen to this single. Let's listen to Uncle Snoop's single. You know what I mean? Let's listen to Uncle Snoop's single and his Christmas song. Let's unpack it, y'all. Let's talk about it.
Coming at you live from Minnesota. Yeah, man, it's Christmas time and I'm in Minnesota. You hear them sleigh bells? Yeah. Trip. Big boss dog got money like Oprah. Room full of homies, homegirls on the sofa. G's with the trees lighted up for the smoke. Pull up to the Target Center, everyone knows us. Shows out, no matter the climate. Snoopers for the scoopers, yeah, my pupils do dilate. Make a couple moves, cause they saying I can't, man. 3-point shot from the dot to the Ant-Man. Creep out, peep out the scene of man. Joy to the world, yeah, cuz I'm bringing the meaning back. Frozen, chosen, let the six foes in. Drop the top, leaning back, now I'm posing. Minnesota nice, cold as ice. Come spend the night, it's like paradise. Good game for a small price, 10,000 lakes with 1 million lights. Low zero, but touch the sun with heat and crisp. Walk through these Minnesota streets, and Mama Brown gon' fix me something to eat. Nigga, say your grace so you take your seat. Now have a drink with us. Today is today to be thankful, cuz. So mix the Henny with the soda. This year Snoop Dogg spending Christmas in Minnesota. We turn the winter to a glow. My partner on my shoulder. The kind of woman never sober. All dog at our feet. We posted. Fine ass ladies on the sofa. Christmas in Minnesota. I got everything. Mugs have full cards on the table. Somebody with talking loud. Shiny man right from that bar. They all shining, damn I'm proud. Phone on new, world on airplane. Just got names in this small space. Holiday lights on the cheap tree. Still it feels like the perfect place. Yeah, we know it. So we don't need to go outside. Got that velvet flannel firelight and a whole lot of pretty on my side. My baby curl up on my left. Hey, pull me closer. If this is all I ever get, then every year it's Christmas over and over. Yeah. Christmas in Minnesota. We turn on
Y'all see, I had to get up on my chair. Man, y'all. That's pretty tough. Let's pop the mic back on real quick, man. Man, y'all. That's pretty tough. That's a hot single coming out of Minnesota. And all I'm going to say is, man, that's just good for the culture. It's good for our culture in Minnesota. It's good for our artists to be able to network with a living legend like Snoop. It's great for Minnesota to get some positive things going on in the last week to change the narrative from the other thing that happened. But shout out to everybody who's been behind these things that's been going on in Minnesota. And as we continue to keep on having things happen, I think that we're going to talk about things here and there and have different topics and stuff. So y'all already know it's your boy Isaiah Real Talk, man. Also known as Paid to Wake Up, man. Tap in with me on any of my social media platforms. Like, comment, subscribe. If any of this resonated with you, definitely make sure that you tap in with my channel and continue to follow along on this journey. Peace, love, and respect, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Love.